Good morning, Bird Gang. I hope you all are doing well. I have a founder of Known, Emily and Hazar. I hope I pronounced your name right, Hazar, right? Okay, I did. So, how you guys are doing?
Doing great.
Great. Yeah.
Great. Perfect, perfect. So, we have a very exciting product, and it's called Known. And it's I will let Emily and Hazar to talk about the product. Introduce yourself. The team behind Known, and why did you build this tool? Let's start with Emily.
Awesome. So, hi everybody. I'm Emily, co-founder of Known. Some background on myself. Before this, I spent over 5 years in marketing in the world of market research at a high-growth tech company where I really helped them shape their go-to-market strategies, guide the company through countless different marketing campaigns, and we eventually went through a successful IPO. My background personally is also in sociology, so I'm really always thinking about how these larger systems are going to be shaping behavior, and that is what led to the thought of Known. But before we get into that, I will let Hazar kind of give some background on himself and the team, and then we can dive into the product.
Hi, everyone. I'm Hazar. I'm co-founder of Known, and I have experience of around more than 5 years in startups. I have one exit. I've been building stuff since I was a kid, and I just want to open with a simple statement. I think that right now, because of the advancement in technology with the AI and how the search is changing, we believe that if AI doesn't know your brand, then it will be impossible for your audience to find it in the future right now. Uh, it sounds bold, but we're already seeing it happen. You build a great product, design a great website, write a clever headline, everything works for the SEO, but not for AI. So when someone goes to ChatGPT and asks, what is the best company for this usage? You're not even mentioned and you don't even exist. For example, one founder we worked with had a brilliant startup, great traction. But when we ran the AI search test in their category, ChatGPT listed all their competitors, and all of their competitors had weaker product, but they had better messaging, better structure. So AI was able to pick up their brand. And then we understood that if AI doesn't care, we understood that AI doesn't care if you're the best. It cares if it understands you. So here's the thing that is changing. For the last 20 years, people have been optimizing for Google, search rankings, backlinks, content marketing, and that era is ending. Even Google is starting with their AI mode, AI overview. So the search is changing fundamentally. People aren't just searching the same way they used to. They open ChatGPT or Perplexity and say, what is the best tool for this? Which brands should I trust? What is a good alternative for XYZ? And they're not scrolling anymore. They're not comparing. They just look at the answer that they get from ChatGPT or any other AI platform and choose the options from them. So this means that visibility in LLMs is now a make or break moment for the brands. So what does AI actually see when it goes to your website? It's not the design, it's not the animations, it's only the structure and the content that you have. It's the plain HTML content that you have. And if you're able to make that very clear and have clarity with your meta descriptions, with your content headlines, and with short summaries of your pages, then AI is able to understand what you're selling or what you're trying to convey to your audience. And right now, the majority of websites are not visible to AI. So we predict that only around 5% of websites are actually optimizing for AI search. So it's very early right now. And I think that it makes sense to be one of the people that are doing this and being following this trend will help you make sure that in the future, when people are searching AI, they can find your brand. Emily, I think that we can
Yeah.
show. right now. Yeah.
Amazing.
So
Also,
I think I just want to interrupt. Hello, everyone who are joined. I have a few of the guys that have joined: Peter, Aditya, Trevor. We have Chaitanya here as well. Lee. Lee is the founder of Live Portals, which, by the way, the event is starting in I think at 11. We have Francis. We have Maxi, Rohit, Brad. I hope all you guys are doing well. Feel free to ask questions, guys. And I just want to put this randomly. This was not planned, but if you people who stick around, or we're gonna pick a random person and we'll throw in a very good coupon for you guys. So please do stick around, ask questions, and I will pick. Or we will pick a winner, which will give you guys a good coupon to use to purchase this deal. Thank you so much. So I guess AI changed the whole thing for SEO, and I think a lot of people don't realize that yet because it's so powerful. And AI is pretty much in everywhere, and people are, instead of searching stuff, they are going to ChatGPT and stuff and asking questions. And whoever data is there, that will show up on the screen, right? So if you're looking for, like, a piece of furniture, or looking for some kind of advice or anything, so whoever has the information, that will show up.
yep.
So, and I think that goes the same way with SEO. So I think it is extremely important to rank on those models and stay on top of it. So I assume Emily is she's ready to show us a demo for the product.
Yeah.
And let guys, if you do have any question, feel free to ask. Again, I understand it's a new product, but this is the product, guys. This is what you need to understand, that you need to rank, and if you need to rank on AI models. So let's get started, guys.
Amazing. Thank you, Sam. And also, just quick background on the company. We're actually VC backed, so we're working with a VC here in Santa Monica, and we have 4 members of the team right now, including us as founders. Just to give you that before I get into the nitty gritty of the demo here.
Perfect.
Okay, sorry if you can see us again. Great. Are you able to see something that says add your website?
Yep. Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, so once you log in, you are going to be brought to this page specifically, where you will add your website so we can analyze and interpret it. So here I will add the known URL and the full name. And of course, you'll be doing this with your own brand, a brand description. And target audience, marketing, and SEO professionals and business owners. So once I select analyze my site, which I can do, but we already actually have run this site. So instead of waiting the 1.5 minutes here, I'll go over to the actual site and hand this over to Khazar.
Yeah, so on this page is called Dashboard. So this is where you see the summary of your results. First of all, we have the AI visibility score, and then we have the audience fit score. Audience fit score is very straightforward. Based on your target audience description, we analyze whether your website content and your brand description match up with your audience, so that the people that are searching for your website are the correct people that are seeing it when they are receiving it from AI answers. And for the AI visibility score, we are calculating your AI visibility score based on 5 factors. That is impression, which means word count that we receive from AI answers. Then we count the mentions of your brand name. We count the total sentences that are talking about your brand. And then we calculate the position of your brand, where it appears in those sentences. So this is similar to how you would see the ranking in a Google search. Let's say that you have the first position, the second, and the third. Here, the position means after how many sentences do we see your brand. And then lastly, we analyze whether your competitor was mentioned first or not. And if the competitor was mentioned first, we then give you attack opportunities so that you can basically attack and take that position away from your competitor. And then if we scroll down a bit, we can see the score history. Here you can see how your AI visibility and target audience score changes. And if we scroll down a bit more, we can see the analysis for the homepage. And if you press details, you're going to see the list of recommendations that you can do to fix the problems that is taking away your AI visibility. So the recommendations are recommendations based on content, structure, meta, authority. So for the content-based recommendations, it's enough to just change and edit the content. For the structure, you have to change the structure of your HTML. For the meta description needs to change. This is one of the things that really helps with AI search, because AI search tools look for meta descriptions of your pages when they are trying to understand it. And then you can see that the recommendations are listed based on their priority. High priority means that if you fix it right now, it's going to give you, it's going to impact your AI visibility more and very quickly. If you scroll down a bit, Emily.
I'll go to the Learn blog just to give another point of view here. Oops.
We need to run the analysis.
Oh, yeah, we need to run the analysis. I forgot that you removed that one. Great. So this is an example of running a page analysis. So AI visibility in general gives you your overall brand visibility and your website's visibility. But here's when we can really dive into each and every page of your website. You'll also notice that with Early Bird, we do have certain page limits. And that's mainly because, for example, if you're doing something like a blog, oftentimes you don't need to run every single blog page. You simply need to run one, and then that gives you the formatting and the feedback that you need, and you can apply it to all blog pages. So just a little information there. So on Known, we have something called a Learn tab here, where you can learn AI SEO, and I encourage everybody to also go look at that as well. But that is what we're going to index here, -learn. Title, learn, page, Known. And I can simply go ahead and add that page, and it will then run the analysis. And as Khazar was saying, you'll be able to see all of the feedback from high priority to low priority as well there. And while that's running...
it's going to take around a minute for it to finish. While we wait for that, we can check some of the articles from Learn. One of the main articles that we think that you need to read is AI SEO 101, because this article explains all the things that you need to know about how the AI search works. So reading this, you can make sure that your website is not blocking the AI bots, because, for example, if your robots.txt is blocking the AI bots, then your website will not be crawlable by AI.
Yep, there are plenty of great hidden tips and tricks in here as well, just to help you get that understanding, everything from crawlability to conversational keywords and direct answers to how to structure your content. There's different nuances here than in SEO, so that will give you a good sense. Okay, here we go. It has loaded, and we can see here even more feedback on this page as well. It scored about a 60, and we'll also see that we see authority, content, interpretability, and things that are more technical. One of the key things we've also been seeing, just a helpful tip and trick, is the loading speed of your page really, really matters. I mean, ChatGPT responses come in very, very fast, and so they need the pages to load.
Yeah, a recent analysis showed that if ChatGPT is not able to see your website very quickly, it's gonna hallucinate the information.
Yep. So again, this is like each and every page, you can have very detailed feedback about what you need to improve and how you can do that specifically. Great. And now I can go into analytics. Go ahead, Hazar.
Yeah, analytics page shows you the traffic that you're receiving from AI models. So we are tracking for ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, and Gemini. You can see how much traffic that you're getting from each model. And if we go down a bit, we can see the AI referral sources and the visit, and then top pages and how much visit we get from each. And yeah, here this is a very straightforward page. One thing that you need to do is you have to press get tracking script, and you need to install this script in your HTML head tag so that we are able to gather information and analytics for your website. And then I think that we can go to AI visibility gaps.
Great.
Yeah. So we've already run the analysis. It's very straightforward. If you press run analysis, it's going to run the analysis for your web page, your brand. And here you can see the gaps and opportunities. Basically, this is the attack moves that I was talking about earlier. This shows you if your brand is underrepresented in AI generated answers. And for this page, we're using 5 categories. That's brand recall, listicle, audience fit, use case fit, and competitor comparison. So you need to make sure that your brand is not missing in any of this. So for example, for our own brand, for the brand recall, we are mentioned, but it's a weak mention because we have competitors like Nomad, SEMrush, HubSpot, which are very, very big companies. We are still showing up for the prompt that you can see here. And then we are asking for the listicle question. Listicle questions are very, very popular for AI because AI likes to answer with bullet points and lists. So you need to make sure that you are showing up for those kind of questions as well. And then you can see audience fit, which is basically testing if we are fitting with our audience or not. And you can see that this question here is very competitor dominant. And we have competitors like HubSpot, SEMrush, Marketo, Adobe, and others. And yeah, and then you can see the attack move, how to fix this problem. And we show you and give you the content that you have to create so that AI can take the information from that content and make sure that you are showing up for that question. I think that we can go to the trending questions now.
Great. Yeah, I'll just quickly for this element as well, adding this as kind of the larger attack moves. These are things that you can add to your blog post, maybe differentiators from your competitors there. That's an overall brand opportunity. And then again, those pages are specific to on-site, and those are more specific to your pages specifically. Okay, now trends. Oh, I thought I ran this. Well, you'll see this running live. This shows you trending queries your audience is asking AI. So, for example, our audience is asking things like, what are the latest tools and techniques for analyzing web page performance, best tools and techniques, different versions of a similar question, and we can go on and forward as well. We see here as well the AI demand. So these are how often is this maybe being called by AI search, content saturation. So how many people have been doing this, have been answering this question, and we see a lot of them are quite low here. This one apparently is very high, but there's not a lot of demand for it. So we can maybe stick to the things that are low content saturation and low difficulty to rank. And again, you can you can filter by each and every one of these as well. And we are seeing these from trending queries all across the web as well. And growth rate here, go ahead.
Yeah, and then you can use the growth rate to see if the question that you see here is actually growing in terms of trends, like increasing number of people are asking it every day. So having a positive growth rate and very low content saturation, ranking difficulty is a very good thing, because then you can use these questions for your FAQ, or you can use them to create content, and it will be easier to rank for AI because the content is very low on the internet and the ranking difficulty is very low. So that's a very good strategy to use for your AI visibility. And these questions here that we have, these are simulated through trends all over the internet, but mainly from Bing search, Google search, Reddit, and Quora questions. We're using that strategy because Gemini uses Google search for its questions, and ChatGPT uses Bing search for its questions. So we are very accurately able to predict the kind of questions that your target audience is asking, and then calculate the demand based on that.
Exactly.
Then we can go to my sites. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, here you can basically add your website if you have more than if you have support for more than one website for your account. By using the add website, you're gonna be met with the page that you can add the website from. Basically, add the website URL, brand name, brand description, and target audience, and that will be it. And then you can rank them based on their visibility, based on the recentness, which one was the most recent. Yeah.
Yep. All of these different elements that you can kind of organize your sites by. And then if you also go back to the home page, you can move through them right here easily to go to different dashboards and see different things.
Yeah. And we also have a report feature. If you switch back to known.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah. And if you press get report, it's going to generate a report of all the things that we've done and basically summarize what you need to do. It's going to take a minute.
Yeah, as you go through, I would definitely recommend going through each and every one of these elements and then kind of ending with that AI report for that summary where you can make sense of it all, understand maybe what to do first,
I think
what actions to
the report
take.
is ready, Emily.
Great.
Yeah. So here you can see the results for your website. Basically, again, we have the visibility score, audience fit score, and the analysis summary for the pages and visibility metrics. And here you can see the competitors you have for visibility gaps overview, the number of them.
Just an overall executive summary. A snapshot, strengths and weaknesses here, and then key recommendations is the ending. So again, you can kind of maybe understand which to prioritize and ensure that you're getting as much value out of the product as possible.
Yeah. So basically, this is it for the product. Sam, are we able to do Q&A? You're on mute.
Sorry. So we can definitely do that, and we do have a few exciting questions coming up. And I want to let you guys know. Feel free to ask questions about the product, guys, because I'll be throwing in some one coupon for you guys for sticking around. And I actually have a couple of my own questions, which I want to bring it up. I haven't seen if they're. I'm not sure. I hope it's not overlapping. The way it's trending now and how SEO has like paid ads now. So SEO, you can go and pay for the ads and it will show up on the top. Is it something coming up for those models anytime soon? Are you guys aware of it, or something that you know
Yeah,
about?
so paid feature will likely come to AI platforms because recently OpenAI hired an ads manager from Instacart. So they're probably thinking about doing something similar. They're also getting into product listings on their AI platform. So we're likely that in a month or two, we're going to see something about paid AI placements.
Yeah, and I think this is a new product, new concept, and you guys are on very early stage that you guys jumped into the product like this. And yes, for sure, people who are jumping in earlier, it's a say, like, jump in earlier, you make the most kind of thing, right?
Yes.
So I think that's gonna happen too, and and I guess your product will probably continuously will change around it to work with those new technologies, or maybe have a, you can run a campaign in it, who knows. So very exciting. So guys, do ask questions. I'm going you guys are sticking around, so I'm going to throw in a coupon, one coupon for one person to use, and whoever use it. So the pro tip here is, if you are thinking about buying this tool, I'm not creating the FOMO, I'm just saying, if you are thinking about buying it, have it ready on your checkout. Okay, have it ready, please. So because you're gonna need that. So let's start. We have few good questions here. Brad said, "Great to be here and learn about known. Um, is the lab suitable for EU market or only in English?
We do support multiple languages and multiple localities. Yeah.
Are they listed, or do you know, like, are they all of them, or there are specific ones do you want to mention?
You don't have to do anything special for that. You just input your
Let's
website URL, brand description, and target audience, and we automatically find out your locality and your language.
Okay. We have Chaitanya asking why you thought of name known.
Because we want to make the brands known in AI answers. So that was
Yeah.
that was the objective.
Yeah,
behind
and I think that even we were having a conversation before, and I was keep saying known, known, known. It makes sense, and I don't know if any of you guys noticed that even your tagline, I put known in the end. Um, I don't know. For me, I thought it would make more sense to put it, but it makes sense both ways. But I just put it because it's my show. So Trevor is asking, is there any thought into the brand, like, that where I don't know if you were deciding it together, or if Hazard was deciding himself. Is there a trigger point where he says, okay, this is the name?
Uh, well, we went through a couple of names together, but none of them felt right. And then I came up with the name known, and I removed the O, and then I sent it to Emily, and I said that like this feels right, and she
Yeah.
said that yeah, it
Okay,
does.
perfect. So
He's very good at things.
okay. So yeah, because when we started Early Bird, and even prior to that, we were thinking about the name and stuff like that, and we were a bunch of guys were thinking, and we could not come up with the name. And when Umar was on board, or he was there, he's like, "This is the name," and we were like, "This is very common name, Early Bird, right?" And but it every time we go to a name brand search, we would keep going back to the Early Bird, right? So but it felt right, and I think we made a solid decision there. Let's And it's always fun. I love
It's so
creating.
fun.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's very stressful when you can't get a domain
Yeah.
for that particular, you like the name, this is the name, but you can't get the domain. um, Trevor's asking, does the tool do sentiments analysis and trending?
Uh, For trends, we already show the trending questions, so that's the trend part. For the sentiment analysis, we've been working on something for the future update. So let me share it with everybody that we're gonna soon have custom prompt tracking, and we're gonna show you the citations that you receive from AI answers. So that's one of the things that are coming up, and we'll show them based on uh, in two categories: owned citations and earned citations. This is similar to backlinks from SEO, but for AI answers, we prefer to use the word citations. Owned citations means the links that AI gets from your website when answering a question, and earned means other people who are talking about you. And then we're gonna analyze those citations based on their sentiments. So you might have 100 people talking about you, but they're all negative, which doesn't really help you.
Nice. So we do have a lot of audience who are, freelancer, agency owners, and they ideally, they like these reports, and they show the reports to the client, and that's how they get the clients. And we had a previous tool, and and everybody was so happy about those reports because that's how they can get the leads.
Mhm.
You show that the reports to the client, and they get attention right away. So that if you can convert those to PDFs and stuff like that,
Oh, you definitely can.
yeah. So
And
we have
for
Rohit. Sorry, go ahead.
So I just wanted to add on to what Khazar was saying for the tracking your own prompts. So you can add specific prompts, like write them for yourself, and then track how they're performing as well over time. I think that will be a great feature that will help people get pretty specific into their niche and their industry, asking questions that they feel are common. And so if you're using that, I also encourage you as well, freelancers, anybody, to make sure you're asking how people found you. And if they're saying, oh, through ChatGPT, maybe probing a little bit more, asking the specific question they asked to find you there. So then you can start tracking it as well. We found that pretty helpful.
Perfect. We have Rohit asking, does Known have a WordPress plugin?
That's a feature update that we're working on. So you're gonna be able to install the tracking script using WordPress plugins. So
Yeah,
that's the only other thing. Other than that, uh, you can use some of the plugins that lets you insert code into head
yeah,
tags
yeah.
for WordPress. So, but we'll have a plugin soon.
Yeah. I don't know if that it maybe for exposure it might be a good idea to create a small plugin, and it's it does the same thing, copy pasting the thing, but as a brand it will might give you a backlink or a bit of exposure. I think a lot of people do that as well, and don't really have to maintain it as much. So yeah, I actually never thought of that way, but it's a good idea to just to have a backlink and have extra exposure. Um, Francisco asking, in my experience, the website visibility visible on Google and Bing are also accessible through AI search. The main difference is that AI won't drive traffic to your site like traditional search engine do. Well, thing.
Well, if you're visible on Google and Bing, like if you have a good SEO, of course, that makes it easier for AI to crawl your website and give information to people, because basically if you have a good SEO, then it means that you have good content, you have good meta descriptions. But that's not the only thing that AI cares about. Like if you might have like average SEO but still like rank higher in AI search. And it's still possible to see how it all makes sense, because we are able to track the links, and when people enter those links from AI platforms, and if you have the tracking script installed, we are able to show you the traffic that's coming from there.
Yeah, and let me add this into it. Like when I started to discover, like on Google, I can see uh, the business description on the side, and the AI was automatically detecting all that. I was super excited. I'm like, wow, it does work. It's showing up. But imagine, like you are searching for a piece of furniture, and if you have already fed in that information to the AI model, and then your product comes in, the vase that you are selling on Amazon, or you have your own drop shipping business, and you put that into a chat GPT, and it shows up, and there's a bunch of vase, and yours shows up as like one of the best vase, and with the pricing, so people do get an extra edge, and it's a matter of time that you will ChatGPT might start redirecting customer directly to the website. It's just a matter of time, but having that already in it, so whenever they do update or decide to do that, it will fetch automatically. That would I would assume. We have Mithul here. Mithul, how you doing? Is a good friend of mine. Another question, Peter. We have a bunch of questions. I'm gonna try my best to do it as, because we wanted to keep this event for 45 minutes, but it is exciting because there's a lot of things you learn. Peter is asking the interesting thing: what does the different AIs use of selecting what result to show? I'm guessing they all show different results. Gemini, ChatGPT, but for now, Gemini probably the would use similar criteria as for their search engine, Google search. So similar factor as SEO. So sorry guys, I'm not a SEO guy, but I don't know. I hope you understand the
Yeah.
question.
So Gemini uses something that's similar to Google search. That's true. It's basically using Google search on the background. And when you ask something to AI, let's say that you ask, what is the best productivity tool? It basically turns it into a keyword like best productivity tool, and then does a Google search, and then gets the results and summarizes them. And OpenAI, ChatGPT uses Bing search. It's still a similar thing. It turns the question into keywords and then finds the results, and then using the meta descriptions, it summarizes and gives you the answer. Perplexity has its own crawler, so it is private, but they do explain it a bit how it works. It's similar, and it uses meta descriptions. And Claude, in a similar way, uses meta descriptions. We have all those things explained very clearly on our AI SEO 101 page from the Learn blog. So we highly recommend people to read that article.
And
Perfect.
when you do query any of these AI platforms, depending on how complex the query is, I mean, the average Google search is only 4 words, the average AI search is 23 words. So they're dealing with much more complex, long-ended queries, and they're actually breaking that question down. It's called a query fan out into 5, 10 different queries and searching all of those in parallel. So that's also why it's a little different than SEO. Even if you're ranking in one element of SEO, you might not be ranking in all of the query fan outs that it's searching as well. And when it's searching Google or Bing or the chatbots. So
Perfect. So okay, does known work in French for yeah. Trevor, does it generate content designed to improve ranking?
We do not generate content, but we do give you recommendations on the content title. If you go to the gaps and opportunities analysis, you can see the titles that we give you, and also you can use the trending questions to come up with
Should I share the
content.
screen?
yeah, I'll just show
I don't know.
quickly.
There's two screens shared. I think I'm guessing this one is fine.
It's AI visibility gaps.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think great. Yeah, so here you can see, though we don't generate the content, you can, if you have an agent that's writing your blog posts on ChatGPT or something, you can easily copy paste this in and help generate that as well. We have the title here that will help set you apart. So top 5 benefits of using Known, so on and so forth.
Okay. Another question from Peter. Sometime AI does link to website. For example, if you are searching for a service or buying something, but I would assume that criteria is similar to ranking in Google.
Uh,
I
I
don't know.
wouldn't
I've never seen
say
it.
so that it's very similar, because like you can use AI generated content to rank in AI search, but Google and Bing doesn't really like AI content. So if you're using that for your SEO, you're not going to see the improvement. But if you're using that for AI search, the AI platforms are going to love that because it's the content that it can understand.
Or already know.
Well,
See, um, Maxi is asking after how many sentence is it good? Let's compare to the big three on Google. I'm not sure what the question is, but
yeah,
no.
I didn't really understand
Okay,
that.
so you can message the founder directly. If you do miss any questions, please feel free to ask in the.
I think there is a question from Nick in the chat.
Yeah, I'm heading there. Ted is asking, does known work in Chinese
Yes,
for people in Taiwan market? Yes.
yes.
Okay. Nick, is it work with non-English site Indonesia? Yes.
Yep.
Mitchell, okay. Will it be possible to switch the language answer etc? Maybe location switcher where we can select the Google.xy domain?
The results that you're gonna receive will be in English, but we are checking for other languages as well. So let's say that if the website is in Chinese, the trending questions you will see will be in English, but you can still use that and translate that and use it for your brand, because the way we simulate those questions is using your brand description and target audience.
Okay. That was the question from Marcus. Aditya is asking, considering AI gives you a very different responses for the same query at time, does this impact the visibility score etc?
So we know about the fact that AI can like give you very different answers based on your question, even for the same question. And the way we tackle is by doing a lot of questions, a lot of paraphrasings of the same questions to measure your AI visibility. And we are also not changing your AI visibility if you randomly don't show up in one answer, but then when you do that tomorrow, you show up. So it's an average score uh, calculated based on a lot of different questions.
Uh, M- Mithul, I'm not sure if, okay. Mithul is asking, can you explain the AI demand and how this number come from?
Yeah, those questions are simulated. We simulate the demand from the results from Google search, from Bing search, from Reddit trends, and Quora questions.
Perfect. Peter is asking, okay, if people, for example, search where to buy a product, will show mostly the same result every time. And what about the regional variation? I'm guessing that factors.
Well, if you include the region in your brand description and your target audience, then we are able to have information about where you're selling your stuff. Like if it's in Sydney, for example, then we know by your locality, and that helps us understand it and give you the correct information about your brand, trending questions, and gaps.
And
Okay.
if, as Cesar said, if there's like a specific location, let's say like you are in Sydney, you're in Bangladesh or something, and you have a store there specifically, make sure in your target audience you say people in Bangladesh or something like that. And we can make sure that's added and that will account for the locale.
Yeah, if you do not include that, we're going to treat your brand as a global
It's
brand.
global. No.
Perfect. So you know what? I'm super excited because the more things I'm knowing about it, a lot of possibilities opens up with even just ChatGPT just released, and I know it's been a few years already, but the hype is demand for it, and people are using it instead of using a search engine. So it's exciting. Uh, Let me see. I'm trying to see where, because the issue is with Facebook, I cannot read the message. I have to use my phone to read all of them. If people, for example, search where to, okay, this one we already have done. From Peter, another question. I think I missed what AI model your product uses for a score, because I'm guessing it depends on the AI model, what the results are, what factors AI model uses to rank, answer, and so on.
Yeah, we measure your AI visibility score using the APIs from ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, and Claude. So we support all four big models.
Right. So you, just a follow-up question from me. Do you have any more coming in, or like the
Yeah. Soon we'll have a lot more models.
model?
It is dependent on the demand from our users mainly. So right now, all of our users are mainly asking for the support for these four models.
Okay.
But the internet is mainly owned by ChatGPT and Perplexity for now.
Yeah, exactly. Um, what let's This is from Aditya. What is the accuracy confidence index of your audience fit score? 50% plus, 90% plus, 95% plus. Also, considering that this is a new concept and there are no established norms or baselines for scoring these aspects, what is the logic behind your scoring calculating methodology?
Yeah, target audience score is very straightforward. So basically, what we are doing is we are looking at your website content, your brand description, and your target audience that you input, and then analyzing whether it fits your audience or not. So, for example, if you're Adidas and you say that I'm selling shoes, and then your target audience are people who buy shoes, then that's almost like a perfect match. So that gives you a 90 or like 100. And for the visibility score, as I explained earlier, we are using 5 factors to analyze that. And we ran around 100 questions for each model that your target audience might ask. And based on that, we count the number of words that AI talks about in general, and then number of mentions, number of sentences that your brand is being talked about, and whether your competitor was mentioned first or not.
Perfect. We have a question from Ted about the language and location issue. I tried using Known, but it only allows setting domain as an example domain.com. However, my website uses subfolder to separate language like uh, www.example domain.com slash en dash us. Will this affect the analysis?
Uh, right now, we only support top level domains, so we do not support anything after comes after the domain name and slash. So that's treated as a page. What they can do is they can add that as a page to our platform.
Makes sense. Can the domain, Nick was asking, can the domain is switched later on if they want to
Yeah,
switch websites
yeah,
and stuff?
yeah.
They can do it. How Mithul is asking how it is different from Otterly.ai.
Utterly.
If you don't know, it's fine. We can look into it after. It's fine. Don't know much about it.
I've heard the name, but we haven't really compared ourselves to them.
I thought Otterly was. Or maybe I'm not sure. So I will get back to you, Mithul. Um, could you share any recent case studies of success if you have any?
Uh, we're gonna publish some case studies soon, but we are a new tool, so we've been only in the market for about 1.5 months now, but we're growing very fast. We have more than 1,600 people using our platform right now, and we are adding up around 200 every week. But people are satisfied so far.
So far, yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it will just take some time, and I think the
Yep.
tool will revolve and change so much. So I'm excited. I do have one question from my side. So, guys, make sure you guys are ready to go. I'm gonna soon drop it, and make sure you have the checkout. Everything is ready, and just go for it, guys. This is only one time. Whoever gets it, use it, please. Um, the question is from Trevor. New feature availability for LTD holders.
Yeah, and a new feature that we have for the usual users, LTD users will get that as well.
Okay.
So
Uh,
yeah, they'll receive all
Perfect.
the updates.
GDPR compliance.
Uh,
I don't
I
know
don't
if they
think
need
that
to
we're
be.
yeah, we are not dealing with anything that violates GDPR. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I do have one request. I'm not sure if you have that. I don't think you do. So let's say if I have a team member, a freelancer that I'm working with, and I want to give him the access for one of my domain. Let's say if I have tier three, is it not possible at this point the team feature where I can
It's possible to
assign?
invite your team. It's possible.
Is
Mhm.
it okay? Is it already available on the tool? Like if
Yeah.
I go, I can invite. Can I assign him the website which I want him to work, or is it the whole platform?
Oh, it will be the whole platform. So
Okay,
we currently
but
don't
it,
have
yeah.
yeah
So
support.
I think this would be my request if you can do that, because that will also, if somebody has it a tier three and they wanna share with the freelancer just one website, they want to share the rest of stuff. So that's something I think will be very useful feature
Yep.
for a freelancer team member to work on the website. It's so I guess so I don't know whoever uses this is one time use coupon, guys. So whoever gets it. And again, we do have a 10% off early bird coupon going on. I want to quickly go over the deal page and wrap this up. Um,
I
Again,
will. One other thing is we have a little chat function at the very bottom of each and every page. So if you're stuck, if you have any questions, any requests, please, 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 we encourage you to use the chat function down there. That's really how we're hoping to speak to you all and get to know how you're using the platform. And again, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Pass
so
it back
guys,
to you, Sam.
okay, thank you. So I quickly want to share the deal page. Normally, the links are always on the group. If you are watching from YouTube, feel free to join in our group, and there's more discussions going around on the tool in the chat, in the group and chat. So the tier one, we have three pricing models: tier one, tier two, tier three. Um, Again, it gives you all the features above. One website, 50 pages. Now, I would like Hazard to explain again about the pages limit and how they work, because it's a lot of people thought that 50 pages isn't enough, but it is actually more than enough. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
So if I explain it again, 50 pages just means that this is for template pages of your website, which is like the home page is analyzed by default. You can analyze the blog page, the contact us page, or if you have a shop page. But this is not a page this is not analysis for individual like product pages or like service pages. It is enough if you just analyze one and use the recommendations from that one to all the others, because once you get the hang of it, you're going to understand what the AI models need from you.
perfect. So tier two will give you, again, it's 199. It will give you three websites. So you pretty much get one website additional. And the tier three, which gives you 10 websites and all the above feature, you do have an option to switch them around. If you want to remove it, you can add another website. If you are not working with that client, you can remove that client and you can add that. We do have 10% off coupon going on, which is, let me just share it here, which is early bird, and you will get 10. Yes, the coupon is the previous coupon is already gone, but we have a new coupon, 10% off. Feel free to use it, guys. And that's about it. So, guys, that was a great event. Let's any final words from you guys? Why people should use known?
Yeah, if anybody wants to try it out before doing anything, you can try out the free version, see if it's what you need, and then you are free to upgrade your account and get the early bird deal. But we're really working hard on this product, and we're making updates very regularly, and our chat support is very responsive. So whenever you message me or Emily, we'll answer and we'll try to help you.
Perfect. Emily, anything from you?
Search is changing very, very fast, and the ability to get ahead of it is a gift. So the ability to have this kind of 6-month window where not everybody is understanding it, not everybody's trying to get ahead, you can really step up and make sure that you are ranking number one when everybody makes that shift over. I mean, Google's already releasing AI mode to the general public in the US, and it will be released slowly as well to the rest of the world. So that's coming in the next 6 months to a year. So you have time right now, but that's only for now.
Thank you so much, guys. I wish you guys best of luck. And again, it is an exciting product. I'm super happy to know about Known. Uh, so thank you, guys. Have a good day. Thank you, guys, for joining.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.